Start.
Okay. All right, so what's this guy?
Pituitary gland.
You're going to know that really well. And what holds the pituitary gland onto the brain?
Infundibulum.
The infundibulum. All right, and these structures always go in order. Our optic chiasm, right? Here's the pituitary held on right here by the infundibulum. And if we lift that up, we can see underneath right here the mammillary body. Okay, so it's always optic chiasm, pituitary gland, mammillary body. The next one is the pons, which is this little, it's usually kind of behind the pituitary, so it's right here. It's a little hump. Follow the pons down. This is our medulla oblongata. Keep going. Where it gets skinny, that's our spinal cord. If we flip it over, we've got our cerebellum in the back. And to find the corpora quadrigemini, you separate the cerebellum from the cerebrum. So we're going to open it up in there. And you should be able to see those 4 little butt cheeks, the corpora quadrigemini. Okay? Now you should also be able to see, and it's hard for me to see, if you look in there, it almost looks like, I'm going to get crude, the butt cheeks are pooping. That's the pineal body. You see that little thing up there?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that little thing up there?
Is it the little hole or?
Here's the little thing.
Let me see if I can get my probe.
Right there.
Here we go.
Yeah. Okay.
You see my probe touching that? Okay.
Looks like
That's the pineal body. Then we have a longitudinal cerebral fissure, which is just this fissure that separates the right hemisphere from the left hemisphere. Okay, so these are our cerebral hemispheres. So let's look at this side and do the nerves. You need to know nerves 1 through 6, and we're going to go in order. We start up at the top and work our way down toward the spinal cord. So the first one, what's the first cranial nerve?
Olfactory.
Olfactory. So here's our olfactory bulbs. The second one,
Optic chiasm.
optic chiasm, so it's this big cross. The next one, to find the oculomotor, you're going to lift the pituitary up. Now, your atlas shows a picture of this with the pituitary flap open, so you can see it. Here and here is our oculomotor nerve. Okay. The trochlear nerve, that's going to be coming off from between the cerebrum and the cerebellum. Let me see if I can see that. Yeah, this one doesn't have one. Okay. You want to grab me another one and I'll come back to it? Okay. We'll come back to that one. The next one is going to be the trigeminal nerve, and I remember this because I think tri for 3. So we put that pituitary flap back down, and we can see the trigeminal nerve here. It's really, really big, runs up towards the pituitary gland. If I get my probe under it, maybe you can see that better. There we go. Can you see that? Okay, so trigeminal nerve is really big, almost doesn't even look like a nerve.
Right.
And then the next one is this little guy right here. Probe under there. There we go. That's the abducens nerve. Okay, notice it's coming off sort of right below the pons, coming off at the top of the medulla oblongata. Here, and then you have one over here. It's just missing. There we go. The abducens nerve, we're going to talk about what they do in chapter 13, but it is named for its function. It abducts the eyeball, right? So abduction means going lateral away, right? So anytime you move your eyes out to the side, that's the abducens nerve. That's moving those. All right, let's grab this one so we can see that. Okay. All right, so here we can see on this one, let's just start over. Olfactory bulbs, optic chiasm, right? We lift up the pituitary and we can see those oculomotor nerves. Okay, number 4, the trigeminal nerve, you can see coming off right here. It looks like a little thread. Comes off between the cerebrum and the cerebellum. That's our trochlear nerve. The trigeminal nerve is this big guy right here. That's our trigeminal. And then here we can see the abducens. Okay. Now the last two are 11 and 12, which are the accessory and the hypoglossal. This one isn't great for the accessory. Let's see if this one's any better. No? Good, I'm glad you brought the whole bucket. That's fine, but that's good. Here we go. This one's good. So, see this right here? Runs down the side of the spinal cord? That's the accessory nerve. So I remember because it looks like a pair of long dangly earrings down the spinal cord, right? And earrings are accessories. There's our accessory nerves. And the hypoglossal nerve is just this guy right here. Okay, it's coming off at the bottom of the medulla oblongata. So we're walking our way back up. Accessory, and then hypoglossal. Okay, if we look at this one, we can't see the accessory, but we can see the hypoglossal right here.